Hello everyone, welcome to English with News weekly live sessions where we read news, we practice English, we learn new words and expressions and just also get to know some recent news on different topics. My name is Olga. If you haven't been here before, welcome. If you've been with me already, welcome, warmest welcome to you as well. So today we're going to be reading this article from the BBC about the crypto assets, fears that investors are taking too many risks. This one is not big, it's just an average article, but has several interesting words and expressions in case you are interested in this topic. So let's go, let's dive into it. So first of all, this word crypto assets. So asset is everything, your assets is everything what you have. These are your goods, everything what you have, money, property, whatever your possessions are. So whatever you have, these are the assets. Fears when you are afraid, right? And these investors are taking risks. So let's find out, are they actually? More people are investing in so-called crypto assets, and they are less likely to think they are taking a gamble, the city regulator suggests. Suggests, it's a pretty common expression when you say that this city regulator was telling, they were sharing their thoughts, and they said that many people are investing. So this is such an expression which you will see in the news pretty often, or some kind of article, so suggests. Right? Gamble. This word gamble is when you take risk. To gamble as a verb means to take risks, playing, maybe playing cards, playing poker, or gambling, even assets. Yeah, it can be money, anything. So you take risk. You risk what you put there and you can benefit from it, but you can also risk. You can also lose, right? So gamble. And gambling is an activity of risking money or whatever you have. Okay. So they are less likely to think they are taking a gamble, yeah? So people who invest, they, according to what is written, they don't really think that they gamble, meaning that they can lose everything, right? So they think that they invest. This is what the sentence says, the sentence suggests, if you wish. The research has prompted a fresh warning from the Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, that crypto investors risk losing the lot. Yeah. Okay, so warning, a fresh warning. So they kind of want to say, hey, be careful. Yeah, be careful because you're taking a risk. This Financial Conduct Authority, this is a financial regulatory body in the United Kingdom, in the UK. All the banks and kind of financial institutions are controlled by this Financial Conduct Authority. So they are losing the lot. They are losing everything what they input there, what they put, what they have, and the research has prompted a fresh warning. The research brought or research. Yeah, so there was the research, and looking at this research, people understood that, wow, this is a warning. Yeah, so we have to tell the people that be careful. Some 14% of crypto buyers who were surveyed also said that they had borrowed to invest, buoyed by reports of big gains. Okay, so survey. Also, survey is when people are asked, what do you think? What is your opinion? And so on and so forth. So this is survey, and they surveyed, so they were asked. They have borrowed, yeah, so they took money from the banks or from someone in order to invest. Yeah, so when you take money from someone, you borrow. When you give money to someone, you lend. Buoyed by reports of big gains. Gain is profit, is your income, whatever you earn, so your earnings, and this buoyed supported by the reports. Yeah, so because they earn so much, these reports support this data, this information. Okay, so this buoyed is supported. One analyst described that statistic as simply terrifying. So terrifying, like horrible, you know. Oh my god, people put so much there, so they're kind of afraid. So gamble or not? Remember, gamble, to risk or not. The FCA estimated that 2.3 million adults in the UK now held crypto assets. Can you imagine that many adults? Yeah. The most common of which is cryptocurrency, such as Bitcoin. So currency is the type of money. So this currency can be dollars, pounds, or bitcoins, or anything else. The eye-catching swings in price of these products have drawn in scores of investors and led to a swathe or swath of marketing. Okay, so eye-catching swings. Swings is like when you sit on the swing and go from one side to another, from one side to another. So prices are going like up and down, up and down. Draw in, so they brought or they paid attention to or scores of investors. Right, so these investors really put a lot of money there, so they get this drawn in this sense means involved. Okay, so swings in price, these changes in price, they involved big investments of these investors. Okay, and led to a swath of marketing. So swath is field. Okay, that's another word for field. Field of marketing. So, you know, as I understand, marketologists started playing with this information as well, maybe somehow using it for the investment information purposes. The regulator also noted that whereas nearly half of investors, 47%, approximately half, right, last year considered their stake in crypto assets as a gamble, that proportion had now dropped to 38. So you see, this regulator, so this FCA or whoever makes the research, so they compared that last year people considered these crypto assets as just gambling, kind of, okay, I will play, if I lose I'm fine, if I win I'm good, right? So it was kind of 47%, but now those who think that this is just a game, this is only 38%. You see the point? So more people take it seriously, right? More people take it more serious. Just over half of those who have invested already were considering buying more, the research found. So you see, over half of those people who have already invested, yeah, they now want to buy more. The FCA warned that any problems with these investments were not covered by the usual safety nets, as they were unregulated assets. Okay, so people invest more and more money into the crypto assets, and the official governmental body, the FCA, is afraid that people don't put enough of money into banks, right? So this is what the sentence suggests, and they are saying that, you know, there is no safety net, so these investments are not protected. Yes, these are unregulated assets, so we cannot help you. Kind of, if you lose, it's not, don't blame us, you know. So this is what the sentence says. If consumers invest in these types of products, they should be prepared to lose a lot of money, exactly as we said, said Shallon Mills from the FCA. Unlike the regulated investments, buyers would not get support from the Financial Ombudsman Service or the Financial Services Compensation Scheme if they were missold crypto or the provider went bust. Okay, so the provider went bust. So this provider of the service, these websites probably where people gamble, it kind of crashes, you know, something happens to them. And unlike the regulated investments, so in those regulated investments, we can help you, yeah, and this compensation can happen. But unlike the regulated investments, these unregulated are not supported, right? So this Financial Ombudsman Services, it's Ombudsman Service is also the financial body in the UK, and actually this word Ombudsman is a difficult word, means that a person who deals with complaints. Okay, so this is kind of the governmental body which deals with people's claims, complaints when they're not happy about something in the circle of the finance. Okay, missold, meaning that they are sold somehow not correctly. So whatever happens on the website. Laith Khalaf, financial analyst at AJ Bell, said there is a dark underbelly lurking in the figures, which suggests that there is potential for widespread consumer harm. Right. So widespread, meaning it goes like very, very wide, yeah, so big territory, takes all the aspects of some territories of someone's life. Harm, so bad, something very bad, yeah. This underbelly, exactly as the word suggests, underbelly. On our bodies there is a belly, our stomach, and kind of just a little bit lower, so such part of the body. But here it actually means that you know, when you hit someone in the belly, it will hurt a lot, right? So this is vulnerable and weak, weak area, and it's often about the corruption. It's often about some kind of financial harm, so people lose money. So this underbelly lurking, and this lurking is also, it's kind of bringing harm to people or to anyone. So there is a dark underbelly lurking in the figures. So figures, the numbers, the prices, the percentage, whatever you can see as a report of your investment. So there is a hidden harm, kind of be careful, you know. So it will be a very, very weak point of you, and kind of you will regret or something. This is what he's trying to say. Okay. So the fact that 14% of crypto buyers have borrowed to invest is simply terrifying. The extreme volatility and uncertain long-term outlook for crypto means holdings can be wiped out, leaving borrowers with nothing but their debts as a memento. So memento is a memory, something what you remember, yeah. So just a sec, where we are, this wiped out. So all of these holdings, all the investments will be wiped out. When you wipe something out, for example, the table, the surface, you just clean it, right? So everything what you put there, you kind of wiped out and you don't have it anymore. And what these borrowers, the people who borrowed the money in order to invest, he says, will be left with nothing but debt. Debt, this is when you take money from someone, right, and you need to give it back. So this is your debt. You keep it in mind. I have debt. I need to give money back to people, right? Yeah, and this outlook, uncertain long-term outlook for crypto means holdings. Yeah, uncertain, kind of not sure, right? Long-term outlook. Outlook is the picture in the future. Well, overall, if you ask to conclude, the point is that they are afraid that people put too much money, and actually there is not enough of money in the banks, right? And they say you are risking, so they really want to make an article visible. Anyway, these are not to judge the actual information. We are here to learn new words and for you just to get familiar with some vocabulary, some words in order to be able to read another article about crypto assets or whatever your interests are. Please stay tuned for the next lives. They happen every Wednesday. I will try to post the next lives poster soon, so that you will know which article and which topic we are going to cover next week. Okay, now you can see me. Thank you so much for staying with me till this moment. I encourage and invite you to check out my other videos, because this playlist with news is about reading news and expanding our vocabulary. But I also have different ones with movies, with speeches of famous people, celebrities, songs, and many others. So hope to see you in my next videos. I wish you a very good rest of the day and see you in my next videos. Bye.